And now, with the Only in America Minute on the Bill Cochran Show, here's Bill Cochran.
Oh, he's ready. He's ready, and he's waiting. This young colt, this 3-year-old with the 4 white feet, is up in the Big Apple, ready to get into that gate and take off around the Belmont track tomorrow, within 24 hours. Within 24 hours. It starts actually about 6:45, but I'm sure California Cochran will be there early for this run for America. For this is America's horse. 2 down, 1 to go. In Yuma City, out in California, things like this, they say, only happen once in a lifetime. Probably once in a lifetime for America as well. Have we ever seen anything like this in our lifetime? I'm sure we have. But we're Americans. Americans see a lot of good things happen in this country because we are the greatest country in the world. The greatest country in the world, we're living it. We're living in the greatest country in the world. Don't let anybody else tell you different. California Cochran is trying to speak to you Americans. Have you ever heard of horse sense? When I was young, I heard it all the time. You got to have horse sense. Hey, Americans, we need horse sense. We don't need to listen to other people. Listen to your heart, America. Listen to this horse's heart, America. Listen to the heart of this country that was founded and framed for you, America, the greatest country in the world. Think about it.
The Only in America Minute. Heard today on the Bill Cochran Show.
Hey, we heard it live. How'd we do, Cedric?
That's good. So good the phones are ringing off the hook.
I thought we were recording the phone. Is that Tony?
Oh, hey, how's it going?
Okay. How you doing tonight, Cedric? I got to wind down a little. Yeah.
I can't. I'm fine, sure.
We can answer the phone.
Okay, all right.
It's distracting me from... How you doing, John? John's in there with you. John Frazier from the other Showbiz, BizBuzz. He's on BizBuzz every Saturday at 9 o'clock. And this is a radio station that you can only do in America. You can't do things like this in a lot of countries. I'll tell you one thing. Where the president is right now over in France, he can't even stop and see Mr. Putin. They got to stick him in one restaurant or one wherever they eat. I don't know where they eat in France, but they're probably down at the Eiffel Tower.
That's probably a cafe.
Probably a cafe, maybe. And he can't meet with Vladimir Putin. What happened? I thought this was the president that was going to meet with anybody. I mean, look at what he did. He's let some real characters away this week. Those Taliban. I mean, and then he's not even apologizing for it. Well, I think he might owe the world an apology if these men ever do anything else to America. Remember 9/11? Remember when they got in those planes? Do you remember when they flew those planes down the Hudson River? Remember, these men that he let go were behind some of this that happened. It was only 12 years ago, but they still don't like us. Why did they get out? Why did they get out? Why did they get the best deal for this one American soldier that we feel may have been a deserter? I'm not sure if he's a deserter, but he's a soldier. If that was me and I was told that these men were going to be let go because of me, I would have stayed as an American. I would have stayed. I would have said, no, do not let me go because I'm an American. That's passion. And probably 99.9% of the soldiers, maybe there's one fraction of a percent that would have gotten let out. You know, okay, the guy, did he desert? I don't know. Did he? I think he did. I don't think these men would go on national television and make up a story like that. These heroes that were over there. I don't think the 6 soldiers that were killed trying to find this man would have I don't think they could make up a story like that. You know, give me a break. You know, it's just not, I keep thinking it were 2 minutes, and Cedric, I keep thinking the bell's going to ring. Why don't you play a song?
Yeah,
I gotta calm down.
We have some special music for the occasion.
Let's play some California songs. Hey, that's a better story. Let's forget about everything. It's summer. Summer is here. The beginning of summer. Clearwater Beach is packed. They're making a lot of money over there at all those restaurants and the hotels and the motels, and the beach has been packed. It's a great time of the year to go to the beach. Great time of the year to go anywhere. It's summer vacation. How are you doing, Americans? How are things going? How's your pocketbook? Are you able to afford to go to the beach? I mean, do you want to have food stamps for the rest of your life? I mean, the federal government cannot afford to continue to pay you all this money because the federal government gets the money from the working class, the business people. That's where the money comes. But we've got a horse right now that is living a dream, you know. He's living a dream, and he's from California. I mean, this song was written over 40 years ago, and the mamas and the papas sang it, and it speaks to today about a horse that's dreaming of winning the Belmont Stakes tomorrow. I believe he's going to win. I believe he's already won. I believe he's already a winner. Any horse that can come from California and go into Kentucky with all those Kentucky people's money. I mean, those horses up in Kentucky are the best of the best, and they come from all over the world. They come from Saudi Arabia. They come from upstate New York. They come from all over the world. And here comes old California Cochran. He comes in an old wagon, and he gets off the wagon, and he goes and looks around at that Churchill Downs, and he says, I'm going to go win. How about you, Americans? Are you going to win? Do you ever want to win again? Do you ever think about winning like we did when we went D-Day? Today is D-Day. Today is the day that men fought for this country and died. Not 10, not 20, but thousands. Thousands to liberate Europe. They went to liberate Europe so that the Germans would not continue to come and take over the United States of America. They went to the South Pacific. They went to Europe, our armed forces. And yes, they did it to protect your freedoms, Americans. You are free because of these men. Thank a veteran today. Shake his hand. Salute him. Whatever you can do. How you doing, Cedric?
I'm doing all right.
How you been?
You're being very careful about the way you ask these questions.
How you been? I see you got that new screen in there. You must be making a lot of money here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
We're raking it in, you know.
How's your car running?
It's running okay.
Good. And how about the baby?
No, the baby's good.
Baby's good.
She's very good at babying.
Yeah. I want. When is your show on? Midnight?
1 a.m. after Blind Man Allen.
You want a little plug for my big audience, Cedric Harris? Yeah, you can plug it. You can plug it. Cedric Harris.
I'm famous.
Cedric Harris. What time?
1 a.m.
1 a.m. Anybody's up late tonight over there on the beach? Kick in, turn that radio on, and listen to the Cedric Harris show.
Yeah, what am I doing tonight? I've been doing a little side work on the show while I'm doing everything else. So I think it's going to be a jazz music show tonight.
What do you
think? So we're
think?
going to play soft music for people to go to sleep to.
Yeah. Why don't you play a little soft music right now? What do we got in there? Because Darren.
Oh, I've got some soft music. You know what? We should call Darren for this next one.
Let's see if we can get Darren on. What, people who needs people?
No, I wasn't going to. Well, that's even better.
No.
I was going to stick with the California theme since we're talking about
California.
California.
That's good. Yeah, that's good. That's a great song, Seals and Croft.
Yeah.
1964 or 63 or whatever, way back then. Yeah, when things were calm in America. I don't know how calm they are today, but they just seem a lot different today in America. You know, I'm from a different generation. I'm from the baby boomers. I'm part of those veterans that came back from that war alive. But we lost more people. More people died in that war than any war. More people died in World War II than any war. And today, the Battle of Normandy, when those men went in there on those boats, in there, and they shed their blood for this country, for this great country, America, that we live in. What are you thinking, young people, today? What are you thinking about? Have you given up? Do you feel there is hope for this country? You know, I've got 3 daughters. I've got a granddaughter. I want the best for them. And I'm sure that all the parents out in America today that are listening, whether they're listening to me or whether they're listening to their heart, they want the best for this country. because this country is a great country. And it's only great because of the freedoms that we possess. The Constitution that's being trampled on right now by some of the judges. The laws that are being changed because of some of the congressmen. The country that is so different than it was back when this song was written back in the 60s. Hey, we had a lot of problems back then. We had Vietnam. We had the nuclear age came about. We had President Kennedy. We had President Johnson. President Nixon. He never lied. He said, I'm not a crook. But he left the White House pretty fast. But I'll tell you what thing. They went through a lot, those presidents. Vietnam was a real tough war. And the men weren't welcomed when they came back like they should have been. It wasn't their fault. And they went and fought out in Vietnam for this country. They fought because that's what people do that are Americans that join the service. The United States of America is still the greatest country in the world. It doesn't matter what happens. Doesn't matter. You know, one president or a few congressmen or a bunch of senators, they're not going to change this country as much as you think they are. Because that Constitution is going to stand firm. But Americans, you have the right to vote. You can vote them in, you can vote them out. Every few years you get to vote in America. And if you don't vote, you give up. But voting is one of the greatest freedoms we have is to be able to vote. You know, and the Constitution was written that way for you. Over 240 years ago, the Constitution was penned by a bunch of framers that had no idea that someday things were going to be happening in this country like they're happening. But they did have a plan for this country, and that plan is for you to continue to have the right to live, the right to freedom, life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness is the right that Americans have. Every American has this right. And whoever you are, if you're listening, listen to your heart. Believe that America is great. Read the Constitution. Doesn't take that long. Might take a few hours, but you can read it. Understand it. Study it. Know what you are doing in this country that you live in. You don't have to ask a school teacher. You don't have to ask a professor. If you can read, or today you got to just look on the internet and it's on there. Read the Constitution. And someday maybe you'll be president of the United States. Do you think that Barack Obama, who came out of nowhere, do you think 20 years ago he ever thought he'd be president of the United States? I don't know if he did or not, but he's president of the United States. Now Hillary wants to be president. I think Hillary should go back to Arkansas. I don't think Bill Clinton and Hillary are going to get along in the White House. I think the two of them are going to be fighting, bickering. There's a grandchild on the way. You've got the Chelsea's going to want to be back in there with her husband. And who needs another 8 years of the Clintons? We've had them for 25 years. Let's get somebody new. And if she is going to run for president, Republicans, have a woman run against her. Have a woman run against her. Because you do not want to put a man against Hillary Clinton. A woman. Because a woman would have a lot better chance of beating Hillary Clinton in the presidential election. But for now, we got November coming up. You know, you got to vote in November. November is a big year for the election and, senators and congressmen. And let's put some new people in there, new people. Democrats, Republicans, Libertarians, put some new people in. And Cedric, if you want to play another song.
Yeah, you want to stick with the California theme?
Well, let's go to something else, I guess.
You want to go to something else? You want to talk? You want to talk about the missing plane? Maybe the five terrorists in Qatar are maybe they're gonna take the stolen plane and go somewhere beyond the sea.
Jeepers, I never thought of that. That's your theory. I know you think it's hidden over there in a jungle somewhere, right? You still think that?
I think it's on an island with an air base somewhere in the Indian Ocean. That's my theory.
Where do you think all the people are?
I don't know. They could be in the gulags.
In the gulags?
Yeah, they're in Russia somewhere.
Why
I don't know. I'm just making this up as I go along.
I know, no, but you might be right. Maybe you're onto something. I mean, they had everybody down in the Indian Ocean looking for the plane. They even had an icebreaker, and they had 200 Filipinos with hauling cars from Africa. They were looking for the plane. Remember that? We said that they were going to the New Zealand, but they were hauling cars and they were looking for the plane. Everybody was looking for that plane, and they never did find the plane, did they?
You know why?
Why? Because Bobby Darin. Yeah. Hey, Bobby Darin. What a guy. What a guy. He was an American. He was one of my favorite. Mac the Knife. Beyond the Sea.
He passed away pretty young, didn't he?
Real young. Yeah, in his I think 30s. 30s,
He's like
40s?
1973. Yeah, 1973.
How old was he? You know, this is the Buddy Verdi show.
Well, I guess 73 before it popped up. That's true.
73, he died.
He was 37.
37 is all. But this song he sang, and I love this song. I used to sing it on the ferry boat going out to Block Island when I was a kid. When I was about 9, my parents would have me sing this over at Block Island. You know, we'd sing it on the boat. And I love this song. It's just an American song. Only in America do you get songs like this. I mean, I don't think they have songs like this in Germany, do you? France? Switzerland? Africa? I don't know. Maybe they do. And, you know, it's kind of... But it's a great song. People probably saying, why doesn't he shut up and let us listen to it?
We got phone calls coming in saying, you have two things on the air at the same time, you idiot. What's wrong with you?
You got to call those numbers. Anybody call?
It might be Darren. Let's see.
There's Darren. Uh-oh. Texas. We'll get Bob. We'll get John to talk to Darren because he's from Texas. If he calls, he's out in Houston. He says Houston is booming. He said Houston is booming. He says, why would you want to live in Florida? In fact, I went back to New York last year, and he thought I was really crazy. But now I'm back in Florida because I missed the sea. I don't know who Darren's doing really good out there in Texas, but uh-oh. Is it a surprise call?
Oh, yeah, John Fraser's going to help you out.
All
and
right.
Florida.
It is Florida?
And Florida.
Well,
Florida, small business,
Florida,
of course.
yeah.
Hey, guess who's on the phone?
Oh.
No, you got to guess.
Darren.
Nope.
Rob.
Nope.
Robert.
Nope.
Oh, Tony.
There you go.
Hey, Tony. How you doing, Tony?
Oh, it's the avocado rocker.
Tony, hey, avocado rocker. You know, you got to pay me for these plugs. You know,
You remember this tune?
Why don't you write a song for the horse, California Carome?
Yeah.
Well, it goes like this. I bet Bill. I can see I got it off key. See, sorry, but
Yeah,
no,
you got to be on key.
How about this one?
Did you send him a bill?
Yeah.
Okay. Avocado.
Remember Time in a Bottle?
If I could spend time. You gonna sing it? You want me to sing it, or you want to sing it? Cedric, you sing this, will you?
No.
Yeah, I know that. That was Cat Stevens, wasn't it?
Jim Croce.
Oh, Jim Croce. Yeah, he got killed in a plane crash.
Yes, he did.
1973. 70s. Cessna 172.
Wow.
And he was flying it
Yep.
himself.
I met Bill down at the White House where he was doing news, and I was partying with Obama. Obama. Bill then joined NBC, and he kind of left me hanging there.
It's Bill Clinton you're talking about.
I'm just playing around, but hey, nice to talk
Hey, happy
to you,
D-Day.
Bill.
Happy D-Day for you. You know, Normandy. Happy D-Day. Go,
that's right.
Go hug a veteran.
Yeah.
Have a veteran
I
hug
hope
you.
you've been doing okay. And
Yeah, we're doing okay. We missed hearing from you. I thought maybe you took a vacation now, you know.
No, there's been some things going on. I don't know.
Did they ever find that Somalian boy?
I think, well, no, he's waiting for another.
Why? Hey, Tony, answer me a question.
What? No, he's waiting
Monica
for
was in the page a few weeks ago. Monica, right? The Somalian boy was in the paper. And the guy that did that tape on Benghazi supposedly was in the paper. And they all disappear. Where do all and Donald Sterling, we don't even hear from him anymore. And I know he's got dementia, but, you know, but what happens to Americans? You think they stick them is there like a special place that they put those people, or especially the Somalian kid? Because, you know, he was a minor, and I'm kind of wondering what happened to him.
Well, also the burp guy, the guy with the burping, he disappeared too a little.
Well, what happens to, especially, you know, is Monica Lewinsky going to be Hillary's running mate?
I know.
No.
And she's pretty big time. And
well, she is, and I think she should run for president. I'd vote for her, and then Bill could still be in the White House.
I know.
They could let Hillary in one corner of it, and Monica the other, and Chelsea and the granddaughter, and because none of them want to run a country anymore. They just want to play. They want to party.
Well, it's just like I disappear for a week,
Yeah, I know. Well, we missed you anyway.
It goes.
But I'm glad you're back. We were going to send out, some investigators looking for you.
Right. Well, that's good. At least I have someone that I know, that people that care.
Yeah, well, we
Thank
care.
you guys.
We do care. And God bless you, Tony, and have a good weekend.
All right, I'm going to enjoy the show.
All right. Well,
all right, bye.
It's half over anyway. Thanks, Tony.
Okay.
Thanks for calling. How about I don't know. I was going to talk about the auto industry. GM's getting a big plug right now. In May, they said they sold more than 13. I don't know. Let me see how many cars they sold at General Motors. Is big. Sales are up 13%. Sales are up in May, but they recalled over 13. Let me see how many cars they recalled. They recalled about, I don't know, millions of cars or thousands of, I think millions of cars they recalled. So now they recalled all the cars. So now they're selling these GMs back to people that they recalled, I guess. I don't like the government that they bailed out General Motors. I really don't think that when they said not Obama, Bin Laden's dead and what GM is alive, right? Isn't that what they said?
That's right.
And he said that. And yet General Motors is the probably right now, they used to be a pretty good company, but now that the government's so involved, in fact, the government's involved in everything. They own all the banks. They want to get in the car industry. They're in the healthcare industry now, which is probably one of the worst things for small business people. We've got a guy here, John Frazier, who has a show trying to help small business people. And then you have these other people, liberals on the other side, saying that Obamacare is helping the small business. And there's no way that it's helping. There's no way Obama has any business being in the healthcare industry. The government is not the doctor. If you want a doctor, you go to the doctor's office. You don't go to Washington. Washington needs all the help it can get, but it's not from the health end. The doctors are being driven crazy because of all these health care laws. The Obamacare is the worst law that's ever been penned in America. 2,500, 2,600. Who cares? Who's counting when there's that many pages? Nobody's read it. You think Nancy Pelosi ever read it? She said she was going to read it after she signed it. What kind of a legislature would say that? What kind of a person would say that? They're lawyers. Aren't you supposed to read what you sign, Mr. Obama? You were a lawyer, too. Did Michelle look it over? Did Hillary look it over? I'm sure Ted Kennedy looked it over back in the 60s when they started to draft it. But this is the worst law that's ever been written in America, this health care law. It's going to affect Americans. It is going to affect every American's life. I don't think they can repeal it now. I think it's there now. If I was the Doctors Association, I would boycott. I would get together. I would get one doctor and get the best doctor, whoever he is, and have about, I don't know how many doctors are in the country, but have half of them, lobby against this law. And then who's going to make the people better? The nurses? Who's going to make the people better when they're sick? The drug dealers? They want to legalize marijuana? They want to just pass another thing on to us? How are the police going to handle that when that's legal? What are they going to pull you over for? I mean, the guy is going to be high because when you take marijuana, you get high. You don't smoke a joint just to smoke a joint. You smoke a joint to get high. You drink a beer to drink a beer. You don't get drunk drinking one or two beers. But when you smoke marijuana, you get high. So you tell me, Americans that are all behind this bill, when you legalize America, what is that going to do to the streets, to the roads? When a cop tries to stop you. Are you going to be out there on the roads driving it, or are you going to be smoking it in your house? They're already starting to have these places that they're turning into marijuana places out in Colorado. Donut shops, brownie shops, marijuana. You go get marijuana there. It's a shame, but that's the way the country has gone today. It's just a shame because, I'm kind of on a tangent because I'm against it because I know it's one more thing that the government cannot handle. the government cannot handle legalizing that drug. I mean, maybe the medical marijuana is one thing if the doctors are in charge of it, but now the government's in charge of the doctors. So it doesn't really make any sense, that we'd bring another, well, I guess it does when you figure the government wants to be in charge of everything we do, and Cedric, how you doing in there?
I'm doing all right. How are you doing?
Maybe
you hanging in there?
Let's play another song.
Another song?
Yeah.
All right. Are we going with the California horse theme?
Play one of the maybe like one of the others.
Oh, okay. Let's see.
You've got the choice. I'll give you the choice.
All right, I'm going to play something that's gonna cool you down.
You could just you can play 3 or 4. Have a monologue of songs.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, what do you think about this song?
What do I think about it?
Yeah.
I can do my Louis Armstrong Satchmo impression.
Yeah. Hey, is Imus here? I heard Imus was here. Imus. Did Imus get here yet or not? Imus. I think Imus is here tonight. He's down here in Florida. They said he was in Colorado or Texas, but I think Imus is here. We got him in the recording room. Would he want to come on the show?
It's possible here.
Okay.
Oh, sorry. I was in the back drinking with Cedric and
okay.
Doing some rails off the console in there. It's good to be here.
Imus, you're my hero.
Oh, why would you say that?
Because, I know one day you're going to retire, and I want to have your seat.
No, I'm never going to retire.
I like all those people you got work. How'd you get all those people to work for you? They're all New Yorkers, aren't they? How can you trust so many? Hey, I'm a New Yorker, too, Imus.
Well, I don't trust you either.
Well, I don't blame you.
Yeah.
So what's your secret to success?
My secret to success has been I did a lot of drugs and alcohol back in the 70s and 80s.
Well, how'd you survive?
Just the will to live.
Do you like this song, Imus?
Oh, it's a good song. Song.
What do you like about America, Imus?
I like that I was able to have a show, do a radio show for the last 30 years.
Well, how did you break into it? I need a couple tips. Any tips?
Well, back then it was a lot easier to break into radio.
Oh, really?
I just I started doing it, and
doing what?
The money. I started doing radio. I went into
how come you're taking over my show? I'm asking the questions.
Well,
I want a yes or a no.
I'm on here every morning from 6 to 9. And,
I know.
On Tuesdays, I'm on from 6 to 10.
And I want that slot. I want that slot. How much do you pay?
I don't pay because I'm so famous. I don't have to pay.
How many?
I don't have to pay.
How many?
People pay me.
I'm sorry for laughing at you. You can yell at me like you yell.
I'm not trying. No,
you always yell at everybody.
No, I'm not trying to. No, I would not call you any sort of racial name or anything like that.
Well, that's where you can't because I'm American.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm an American too.
All right, Imus.
All right. Well, it's good
talking. You and Cedric go out to the beach.
Do you want me to bring Satchmo?
Take water skiing and.
I've got Satchmo in the room.
Okay, Louis. Where'd you come from?
How's it going, Bill Cochran?
I thought you went beyond the sea with Bobby Darin.
I'm alive and well, baby.
Oh, jeepers. Well, you're good at that, Louis. Hey, Louis, can you play a Jimmy Durante? Do you know any Jimmy Durante songs? Make somebody happy, maybe?
Did I already play Jimmy Durante? I guess I did.
I don't know. Play it again. Play it again, Sam.
I probably forgot to play the Jimmy Durante.
Yeah.
I apologize about that, but we will play it again because I do want to make people happy.
Make people happy. I wish you'd get some callers. I'd like to talk. Bob Wilson, you try him?
Let's do it.
We need an astronaut. He's up in Tarpon. Sally Ride just come out with a book, and she was one of the first women astronauts. I think she went up in the shuttle. I think she went to the International Space Station, but she just wrote a book. And actually, Imus had her on his show, or the woman. No, I think she died, but I think Imus had the writer of the book on his show the other night. But Imus left. He went out to the beach. Everybody comes to Clearwater to go to the beach. Great beach. Great country. Even after the BP oil spill, the Gulf did clean up. But I'll tell you one thing, Americans, we got to look at that oil pumping out there in the Gulf. I was a Shell dealer for 20 years, and they used to tell me from Houston, the Shell company would say, we're going to run out of oil someday. We're going to run out of oil someday. And the gas was only like 60 cents a gallon when I first started selling gas. And then when we went up to $1 a gallon, I remember everybody was mad. They weren't happy. They weren't happy at all, and we had to go up and, you know.
Oh, hey. Hey, Bill.
Yes, sir.
All right, sorry about
Yes,
that.
sir.
I'm back.
Oh.
We have your guest on the line here.
Which one?
Oh, this is Bob.
I wanted that girl on your stage. What's her name? The news girl, the one that says the business news. I don't know.
Business news?
I can't think of her. You probably fired her by now.
Okay.
She was one of the beginners, you know.
All right.
Who's on?
Well, we have Bob on the line.
Oh, Bob.
Bob on the line.
Bob from Houston. Is Bob from Houston on?
No, it's Bob Wilson.
Oh, Bob Wilson. How are you, Bob?
I'm good.
Yeah. Hey, we wanted to get Jim Archer on the show tonight and give a little plug about, he probably knew Don Zimmer, who passed away the other day.
Sure, yeah.
You know, and he was a great guy. Did you ever meet Don Zimmer?
I did, yes. Jim introduced me to him.
He was quite a guy, wasn't he?
He certainly was, absolutely.
Do you know Jim's phone number?
I do.
You don't have to give it online, but give it to Cedric before we let you go. Maybe we'll give him a call, and he could, if he's not, because I told him one day I'd give him because Jim was a professional baseball player. I know.
Sure,
Yeah.
he played for Baltimore and Kansas City.
Right. I see Sally Ride came out with a book. Did you know that?
Yes,
Yeah.
sure.
Have you got it yet?
Not yet, no.
No. What's it going to be about? Do you think her
I
trip?
think she's probably talking about the space programs.
Yeah,
She's an astronaut.
Yeah, and how's the dog?
She's good. She's good. I sent you some emails the other
Oh,
day.
jeepers! I haven't checked.
Okay.
You know, my email. I gotta check that. Yeah,
Well,
I'm not good on the computer. I'll check it tonight. What was it about?
Well, the National Academy of Sciences have done a study for NASA, and it turns out they conclude that we can't go to Mars because we don't have enough money.
No, I believe. How much money does it take for a trip to Mars? Would you say?
I have no idea.
Yeah, but we can print the money. That's no big deal.
No, that's no big deal.
We can get the food stamps to the astronauts too, you know. And you know, we'll go up to see those Russians, and we'll just kick them out of the International Space Station. You know, we can't even go to the space station. How do they think we're going to go to Mars? You know.
Exactly. You got it. Exactly.
Yeah, and I think there's something wrong right now. You know, as we celebrate the invasion of Normandy today, we think of all these veterans that are still alive. There's not a lot of them left yet, but right now. But I tell you one thing, they really fought for this country. And then when you see what happened with this release of this guy the other day in exchange for all those terrorists, it just doesn't make any sense.
It doesn't make any sense. Is right.
Have
you ever been to Normandy?
No, I've never been over there, over the pond.
It's amazing.
Yeah, you've been there?
Yes.
Yeah, they say it's quite a sight to see.
Well, it'll be something that'll be with you for the rest of your life once you've seen it.
Wow.
What those guys had to do.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
It's sad because, you know, we have a great country, and my show is about this country, you know, and you try to encourage Americans because, you know, you saw it. You saw the good times. You did. You saw the bad times. You grew up. You were after the Depression, right?
Exactly.
But you grew up. Hey, I did go through Green Island.
Did you really?
Yeah, and I'm telling you how. I got lost in Troy. And I ended up in Green Island, and I said, it was pretty nice. And then I got back on 787, but I did get to Green Island. So I finally, when I see you, I'm going to shake your hand and tell you, yeah.
Now let me tell you something. We're next week we go out to Denver to compete for the All-American City Award. Tarpon Springs has been nominated.
Oh, good.
And we're sending a team out there to do the final competition. So keep your fingers crossed.
You want me to go and record from out there? Can you pay for my ticket?
It's too late. We spent all the money.
Okay, good. Well, we'll win. I'd say we'll win. Tarpon's a good city.
Fingers crossed.
Good town. Okay, Robert. Hey, give Cedric that number if you can off the air.
I will. Just a second.
Hold on a minute. He's going to get on the air. And if maybe we can call Jim Archer.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. Thanks a lot, Bob, and have a good weekend. Okay.
Have a good day.
Okay. Bye, Bob. Bob was with NASA. He was out in Houston. He was over in Cape Canaveral. He was one of the men that thought up the engineer that designed the heat shield. And he met all those astronauts. He met John Glenn. He met the Magnificent Seven. And he's quite an interesting man. And you know, we have a lot of interesting men in America because this country, and we have a lot of interesting women as well, you know. And the trouble with the women today is they don't want to listen to the men. and the men don't want to listen to the women. So all we're doing is, that's why I'm afraid of Hillary being in the White House, because I think Bill Clinton is really going to get upset if she does win the White House, but she's positioned to win. They're already talking about it. I mean, it's not for another couple years. I mean, give our President Obama a few more years. All
right. I'm going to call Jim in a little bit here.
Okay.
Maybe Imus is going to call Jim in a little bit here.
Is Imus still here? Did he leave?
I'm right here. I'm not going anywhere. I'm going to stay here for the entire duration of the show.
How are you breathing in there? Does he have oxygen? Does he have any oxygen going?
To be honest, Bill, I've adjusted very well to the climate here, especially the humidity, low to the sea level.
Well, that's good. That's why we got you back out here, because we were a little worried with you being out there in Colorado. Why would your wife want you to live out there in the ranch anyway?
Well, she's trying to kill me. Is what's going on here. She's literally trying to kill me.
I think she is. I mean, is that what you want? Are you?
Well,
have you lost it? You don't have dementia, do you?
Well, I can't stay around.
Because that chair, I want your chair. Okay.
You want this chair?
No, not that chair. I want your microphone. That big, because that city is my city. New York.
I was talking to John Fraser earlier, and he was telling me he wants to have Rush Limbaugh's microphone.
Nah, I don't want Rush's. What
do you got?
I want yours. You're my hero.
Yeah, I'm your hero.
Yeah, you're my hero.
Well,
I feel you started from the bottom, but you've been through a lot.
Well, I'll tell you, I shouldn't be anyone's hero. I don't want people to.
Well, you played the bugle in the Marine Corps. You said that. You said you played the bugle in the Marine Corps.
That's true.
So that makes you.
I don't want people to emulate me.
I don't want to emulate you, but I feel you're a hero. You're a Marine, and you're a veteran, and congratulations.
I did a lot of drugs back in the 70s.
Well, so did everybody.
I guess you got a point there.
And they're doing a lot more today. They're doing a lot, but you're clean. That's the great thing about
totally
you.
Clean now.
Hey, you're a hero because you cleaned your act up.
Well, I did clean my act up. Exactly.
Right, but I don't think you should be in that high elevation. It's not good for even people that are healthy.
That's why I'm here in Clearwater, Florida right now. I'm trying to much lower elevation.
Do you like our music?
Oh, the music that you've been playing?
Yeah. Or you want hard rock?
Well, I did used to work at some hard rock station. Now I got to get the phone here.
Oh, no, don't be touching. Cedric, get that phone, will you? You got him answering the phone in there. Hard to believe.
Well,
Well, thank you,
I'm a consummate
thank you,
professional.
Cedric, for putting this together. Make sure we get his autograph.
Well, I'll have Imus sign the autographs here in just a little bit. Now we have Darren on the line.
Oh, jeepers!
And we'll get Jim in a little bit.
Get John on the other.
You mean Jim?
Yeah, but John Fraser can talk. If you can get Jim, let's get Darren.
Now,
on.
Who's Jim, by the way?
Jim Archer.
Jim Archer.
He's a baseball player. Kansas City Royals.
And if I call him,
he pitched one of the 61 homers.
If I call him and say who we are, is he going to go, "Who the hell are you?"
Well, just tell him that it's Bill Cochran, and we're trying to. We know you've been trying to get through, but the phones have been.
Oh,
busy.
He's been trying to call us.
I don't know.
Has he?
Tell Imus to call him. We probably talked to Imus.
Well, we've probably got to go. All right.
Is Darren on there?
Darren's
still?
on the line.
All right,
that's fantastic.
Darren, you got 3 minutes. 3 minutes. We got a guy from Houston here on the other. He's doing he's got one of these little cameras on me. It says Hero 3 Go Pro.
I'm just impressed with Imus being.
Well, Imus, but Darren, I told you we'd have big things here. We can't put him on the camera, because he's kind of,
Big things. Well, I'm a big fan of Imus too. Well, thank you very much for that. Was a treat.
Do you want to talk to Imus? Let him say hello to Imus. Tell he's got a fan.
What a fan.
I'm just turning the show over to Imus.
From Houston.
I'll tell you what, I'm a big fan of the Rutgers women's basketball team.
Yeah.
You're speechless, I know.
Oh, wow. He's probably going to pull. Hey, Imus, don't get him mad, Darren. What did you say to him? Sarah, ask him a question.
I probably shouldn't have been saying that.
You can't get. Okay. How about what happened to me? I thought you were my fan, Darren. Wow. You were my one fan.
I am, but you got some strong guys. I personally wanted to call in to talk about Sergeant Berthal. What?
Well, we don't want to get controversial. We're trying to stay away from that. We're talking about the horse. Who do you think's going to win tomorrow? The horse.
Well, we're all hoping for California Chrome.
Grum, you been listening to the minutes I've been sending you on YouTube?
Yes, I have.
All right.
Yes, I have.
We got a whole book, and when he wins, I'm going out there. I'm going to get him autographed by the horse, because the horse is he's a talking to me. Remember Mr. Ed. So how you been, Darren? You making a lot of money? We got a
It's
small
been
business.
fantastic.
We got a small business expert here with Imus, and we got Cedric, and who else is there? Louis Armstrong. Did he leave? Yeah, Louis Armstrong left. We're trying to get through to.
I've got. I see clouds of blue, red roses.
What a wonderful world! What are you doing, Darren?
That's just fantastic.
He talked to
man. If
Imus.
that's
Now
not
you don't
good
want to talk to
radio,
me. He's speechless. He's
I'm
speechless.
speechless over Imus, and now we got special guest. I called 2 weeks. We had crickets the last 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, we're
Now
playing.
we have Imus.
We're
That's
playing newer.
fantastic.
Let's play a little song for Darren. How about that People song?
Cedric
Oh.
tells me you're up to 1977.
Yeah,
No,
we played Seals and Crofts earlier.
Yeah, we played Seals, and we got Ride, Let It Ride. We had that one.
Oh yeah.
That's,
Yeah.
Did you have Let It Ride on?
Not yet.
No, we're gonna play.
We don't
We're
want
gonna
That
play
should be the
Barbara
theme
Streisand.
song.
Apparently. Apparently, we're playing
play
Barbara
Ride,
Streisand.
for him. He's a special guest, you know.
We had to open up with Let It Ride because
We opened up with only in America. We opened up with.
Well,
How about
maybe we
that? Here
can
it
close
is.
with
Hey,
Let It
Darren,
Ride.
this goes out to you in Houston, Texas. Ride, let it ride. That's what Victor E. will be doing that tomorrow on the horse, California Carome. You gonna watch it?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. You got a TV? You got a TV?
Yeah,
You got
I got a TV.
What kind of
I got a
TV? What kind of TV do you have?
I've got one of them flat screens, and I try to stay away from. I generally watch a lot of sports because I don't like to watch the news anymore because it's just downright scary what you see on the news channels.
How are things out in Houston anyway? Still busy?
It's I'll tell you, everywhere you go. When I was a little kid, I'd always noticed that there's cranes, cranes out there putting buildings together, and everywhere you look in Houston, there's cranes out there moving steel. Putting these big structures together, whether it's infrastructure or skyscrapers.
Well, that's a good.
Really
That's
amazing.
a good. That's a good sign, right? Good sign. Economy's coming back, moving back.
Well,
How much is gas out? How much is gasoline out there?
I think I paid $3.30 this morning.
We're
$3.30.
$3.39, and you've got it right in your backyard. Why do you got to pay so much there? It ought to be
I don't.
You never.
Well, I don't know. I think we get benefits from the employment of it all. Though.
You
You're
probably
right.
do.
If we were paying $2, and you guys are paying $3.30, right?
I just used to being about $1 a gallon. I think it ought to be $1. What do you think? Put $2 more dollars back into your pocket every gallon you buy. But that would stir the economy, wouldn't it? They wouldn't even have to lower the taxes. All they got to do is lower the price of gas. And they could, and they'd still make money. You know how much gas is up in North Dakota? Trillions of gallons of cubic gas and oil and the whole. But the frackers, the tree huggers don't want us to pump it. They want to.
Yeah.
How are they going to heat the homes? How are you going to drive your car around? How are you going to make money? How are you going to run that 747 that Obama flies on? If he hates oil, how's he going to fly around the world? What's he going to take, a kite?
I don't know, Bill. I think more alarming is really what's in front of us and what they're trying to shell out on the TV and.
Well, who cares? You don't have to watch TV. Turn your TV off.
I care, Bill.
Throw it away.
How do you say you don't care?
I said turn it off.
How do you not care about a traitor coming back into this country and we let out 3 Taliban leaders for a traitor? How do you not care about that?
First of all, they let out 5, I think.
Yeah, and it was 5, and I just have to say he wasn't just a traitor, but he's also
deserter.
He's also a Muslim, which I'm not saying that there's anything wrong with that.
I'm totally against him. I don't have enough. I only have 10 minutes left. I could talk for 2 weeks about that. I'm totally against it, Darren. I'm totally against that they did that.
It's just a little suspect.
They should have left him there, and if he was a deserter, they should have had them go out and find him, and they should have brought him back, not send people, but they didn't,
Cedric just said the understatement of the year.
Well, Cedric took over the show. I'm going with Imus now.
Imus took over the show.
Imus took over the show. Yeah.
Cedric's not
It's
saying
a lot suspect.
What did he say? A lot suspect. It is.
Well, what I was saying is.
Oh, wait a minute. So
sorry,
Imus is back. How do you get out? Okay.
Sorry, I just can't. I can't go home tonight.
Why?
Got in a fight with Deidre.
Deidre.
You're having too much fun with us tonight, Imus.
Where's Deidre?
She's back in Colorado with the medical marijuana.
Who else is she with?
I don't know.
Donald Sterling's not out there.
Yeah, Donald Sterling.
Donald Sterling.
Magic Johnson.
Oh, jeepers. Don't say that. Don't say that. Jeez, we'll be in trouble. We got to be careful, right?
Well,
You're a big shot. You're a big man there. You know, you got a lot of big. How many people follow you, Imus?
Hold on, I'm going to check my Twitter feed right now, and I'll tell you.
Let me check my Twitter feed.
I'm checking the Twitter feed right now. Anyway, what I was saying about this Bergdahl guy, or whatever his name is. What is it? Berghall? General Burkhalter? Isn't that Hogan's Heroes or something?
Yeah.
Anyway.
right out of a TV show.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, I was just saying that he's a Muslim, which I think is kind of odd. Not only did he desert, if he was a Muslim and he didn't want to fight over in Afghanistan, then he shouldn't have joined the military. That was my only comment.
That's true. That's true.
You are really enlightening us tonight, Imus.
Oh, thank you.
I really can tell you.
Thank you.
You're like a bright star tonight.
All right. Okay. Hey, Darren.
Hey, guys, keep up the good work.
Come down
man.
out of the cloud. Hey, Darren, I'm going to send you a bill. I want 1-800-JUNKET. Junket. When are you going to get that franchise?
Why are you advertising for 1-800-JUNKET?
Oh, what is your...
You should be advertising for Junket Mobile Dumpsters is what you should be
Junket Mobile Dumpsters, but
1-866-990-5865.
All right, well, send me the check. Send me the check for the sponsors. Okay, I'll give you this one because Imus is here. See, I got to impress him. This is that big guy out in Texas. Okay.
By the way, I was just looking at my Twitter feed here. I have 5,202 followers.
Wow. How many do I have?
That's amazing.
None.
I think you have
Hang on, I'll tell you.
I got 2. I got you and... No, I don't even have you. You and Imus are on mine. He's one of my followers. Okay, Darren, hey, we're having a lot of fun out here in Houston. Hey, have a good weekend, okay? And you and your family.
Very impressive.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thanks,
Bye-bye.
Darren. Take care. Bye-bye. Let's hit another song. Play that one for Darren.
Which one?
People Who Need People Who Need People. Oh, wow. This song takes me back a lot of years. This is probably one that Hillary sings to Bill at night. You know, as they sit in the White House and sip coffee or tea and smoke a little medical marijuana while they're sitting by the fireplace in 2017, I guess it would be, or 2016, because she wants the White House, people. And I'll guarantee old Barbara will be down there, Barbara Streisand, Barbara Walters, and every other Barbara in the world. You talk about problems now with President Obama. Wait till you get a woman in the White House. Hey, a woman owns this radio station, so I better be careful what I say, but I'm saying it with fun.
I'll try it.
To tell you the truth, I think it's a lot out of our hands. I think it's in the American people's hands.
Tomorrow on BizBuzz.
You're back.
Yeah, 9 a.m. tomorrow. It's women in small business topic on the program.
Good. Lovely. That's good. Women in small business.
That's right.
That's good. Well, I think women are great for the country. I just don't think Hillary's that great as a president because I think she's burned out, you know. Look at what she said.
Well, what difference does it make?
What difference does it make? Yeah. And she didn't say it like a nice woman. She said it like she was really, really mad. And I could picture Bill and her in the White House while this song is playing, and she's had her second or third glass of wine, very expensive wine, and all of a sudden
hey, Bill Cochran, how are you doing?
She starts throwing the things at the poor guy, and jeepers, and the grandchild's going to be running around, and Chelsea and the whole bunch. And we got to endure another 8 years of that. And Monica. Where's Monica in the picture?
Monica for president. Monica for president.
You know?
2016.
It's going to be a lot of money spent. A lot of money spent. Money we don't have, people. People who need people. People who need money. People who need jobs. People who need anything but Hillary Clinton in the White House. That's my thought. Think about it. Think about it.
Think about it. The Only in America Minute. Weekdays at 9 and noon. And don't forget the...
Only in... We're having fun. Can you do... Is Buddy Verdi here? Buddy Verdi, did he come in? Buddy?
No.
Oh, I thought I saw Buddy.
Oh, hang on. Let me see if I can get him.
Buddy.
I'm not going to do that.
Okay.
That's wrong.
All right, I know. I'm sorry. Well, I could. Any more? Let's play another song. We got the phone ringing. Hey, we only got 5-6 minutes left. We're kind of winding down. We've had a nice time tonight. You know, hour goes by so fast when you're having fun. We've been having a lot of fun with those minutes, too.
Well, thank you, Bill.
Cedric.
I really appreciate it because I was having a very bad day. I was very
You're
upset.
having a very bad day.
Very
Well,
upset.
maybe you can take us out with another one of those songs. What songs do we got?
Oh, well, these are all...
I'm sorry,
well, we only have
Cedric.
one California... We only have...
Did you take that pill that I gave you?
Which one is that?
Oh, I'm just kidding.
Hang on. You didn't say nothing
did
about
Imus
that.
leave his bottle? He didn't leave his bottle
No,
here.
no. If you drink the bottle that has my special health tonic in it,
All right.
you might feel pretty good.
Yeah. Let's play a couple more songs and head out of this show. What do we got? 5 minutes left?
Yeah, we can go another
Trying to
five,
think of what to
five,
talk
6,
about.
7, maybe 20 minutes out of
All right.
over the top of the hour.
We're being recorded live on 1340 WTAN.
Yep.
727-441-3000. Anybody that wants to call.
Oh, here's a good one. This is a good... this is maybe won't be our last song, but this will be a good one to throw in here. Let's see how many notes it takes for you to guess the song. This is Test Bill Cochran Day on the Bill Cochran Show. And we are recording in a high-def video, courtesy of John Fraser.
Yes, sir.
And here we go. Let's see.
What's that? America. They're coming to
Wow.
America. That's Neil Diamond.
5 seconds or less.
They're coming from all over to America. Hey, I don't blame them. Why not? Why would you want to go anywhere else but America if you live in this planet? 7.4 billion people and counting, continuing to climb in other parts of the world, more likely to climb in America. I mean, they're coming in, they're swimming in. They're coming under the fences. They're coming over the hills and through the woods.
To grandmother's
The grandmother's house we go. And
with apple pie.
and it's amazing how great this country is, and I can't say enough about it. We got people like Imus, got Cedric, got Lola and John and
Satchmo.
girlfriend Candy, and you got a bunch of people here. There's all kinds of people. She's in the medical industry, and they're seeing big changes in the medical industry today.
Your girlfriend's very lovely, by the way.
Yeah. Thank you. Hey, Imus.
Oh, what?
I know she is.
So I think you need to fire Cedric. I think
Why? Cedric's getting a raise.
Yeah, he's getting out.
He's going to the top. He's going to the top of the mountain. There's a no smoking sign in this little booth in here.
Yeah, I know.
What's all the smoke coming through the windows over there? Is that your oxygen?
That's probably from. Yeah, it probably is from my oxygen tank.
Turn that song up a little bit. Yeah, I'm on a roll. Rock and roll. Neil Diamond, only in America. He did that jazz singer. What an entertainer he is. And he's still going. He's got to be 70s plus. He was
Neil
old
Diamond?
when I was young.
Let's see.
74, 73, but what a voice. I saw him sing over in Tampa, and jeepers, what a voice this guy has.
He's 73.
73. He wrote that song. He wrote some of the Herman's Hermit songs and the what's its name?
He looks pretty good. You know who he looks like right now? He kind of looks like Neil Young.
Neil Young, and
Yeah.
Neil Young's another one. But Neil Diamond wrote a lot of songs for the early, those British, people when they came in. He wrote, I think, Herman's Hermits, and he wrote some other songs. But he's quite an entertainer and still going strong. And and you live in America, you're in the greatest country in the world. How much time we have left?
As much as you want, Bill.
Let's close out with as much as I want.
Yeah, we'll go another 3 hours.
Don't you have the news? Well, if Imus is here, did Imus
No,
leave you? Did he leave you? Did he
no,
leave you a
I'm
check?
still here.
Did he leave you a check? Oh,
I'm not giving Cedric any money. He doesn't deserve it, I'll tell you.
Well, you
He's
could-
messing up all the programs here. He's the worst board op I've ever seen.
well, he's
I'd
learning.
I'd fire
He's
him right
learning.
off the
And look
bat.
at me. How do you? What do you think of me, old Imus? I mean, I
Well,
just started. I'm new at this.
I think you show a lot of promise, but I think that Cedric guy's a
A lot
moron.
of promise.
I think he's an idiot. Absolute
geez.
freaking
Come on, leave him
idiot.
alone. Hey, get him out of here. I'm not going to take that. That Cedric's my man. There.
No, you're not going to kick me out of here. I'm Don Imus, damn it. You're not kicking me out of here.
Nice meeting you, Imus.
All right, good to meet you, too.
We don't agree with everything you say, but we know you're great for the country.
Oh,
You're an American.
I am.
You're a great interviewer. I love hearing you interview people. You do a good job at that. I don't know how they put up with you, those people that work. What's that one guy that works for him there? He's got Colin or Colin or whatever.
I've honestly listened to Imus maybe a grand total of 5 minutes in my entire life.
Yeah.
I'm ashamed to admit that.
That's good.
I should listen to him more, but I'm always sleeping when he's on.
Yeah.
So I hear a lot of I listen to the Paul Malloy show in the morning, and Lee plays in between Paul Malloy when he takes his breaks. Lee will play like a excerpt of the Imus show.
Yeah.
And those are always funny, so I know that.
Yeah, I like those excerpts.
Yeah, I like those excerpts.
He's funny. He's good. He's done a lot. You got to give him credit when you think about it, where he was and where he is now. And I guess are we still going on? Closing out?
Yeah, we're gonna close it out with your theme song.
Why don't you let's close it out with that 2-minute one again, that horse one. Just if you
want to play the?
Well, if you can. If you can't, don't worry. Yeah,
or do you want me to play the music?
Let's just play the music. That's
and then how about this? To close the show, I'll play the music.
Okay.
And I'll introduce it like it's a minute.
Okay.
And then you'll close it out like that.
Okay.
Really going out with a bang.
So I got 2 minutes to close it out.
Yeah, we're gonna do it like a minute. Like
a minute. Okay.
Like not like a minute, but like.
And then you're gonna play another one
in italics.
Okay. Is Imus still here? Can he hear it?
I'm here.
Okay,
Absolutely
good.
still
Okay.
here.
Thanks, Imus.
Sorry.
Thanks for staying. Thanks, John. Imus, you're being recorded right now.
I know.
High definition.
I know, high definition.
We're a little low tech, but we're high definition compared to where you come from. This isn't the blue room. This is all the same color rooms.
Well, I just want to say God bless you, Bill Cochran, and I think you're doing great work for the radio station and for America.
All right. Well, God bless you, Imus.
Well,
I feel the same about you. And tell your lovely wife, hello.
I will. Believe me, I will. All right, I'm going back to Colorado now.
Okay.
All right, bye.
Yeah. Bye.
And now, with the Only in America Minute on the Bill Cochran Show, here's Bill Cochran.
Yeah, we've been having a lot of fun with this minute. Actually, it's 2 minutes, so we should maybe claim it. But everybody makes things up in America today. That's America. You know, have you ever met anybody that was completely honest? Have you? You probably have, but it's hard to meet them. Today, people don't seem to have integrity like they used to. But we're in America. We're in a great country. We're the people that come out of nowhere and go so far because we have the opportunity. We have the desire. But most of all, we have the freedom. The freedom to be able to become anything we want to become. That's motivational. We're in a country that's filled with motivation. It's a motivational country. Wake up and smell the roses. Because you can. You can do anything, Americans. You can wake up tomorrow and you can start from the bottom and climb your way to the top without any kind of... You're going to have obstacles, but there's no question in my mind that each American has the same opportunity. Some are having a little tougher, but it's the same opportunity. Get the desire. Get the program. Learn. Go to college. Do what you want to do in America. We're celebrating a day today where thousands and thousands and thousands of Americans were killed because of you, to protect your freedoms in the greatest country in the world, America. Think about it.
The Only in America Minute, weekdays at 9 and noon. And don't forget the Bill Cochran Show, Fridays at 6 p.m. And watch all of the minutes on YouTube at youtube.com/WTAM video. How did I do?
Great.
All right. Should we wrap it up?
Let's wrap it up.
All right. Legal ID?
Legal ID.
Downtown Dave?
Yeah.
Rest in peace, buddy.
Dave.
All right. All right.
He'd be happy Imus was here. See you, Imus.
Well, I'll talk to you later.
Okay.
All right. Have a good one.
Thank you.
WTAN, Clearwater, Tampa Bay. WDCF, Dade City, Tampa Bay. WZHR, Zephyr Hills, Tampa Bay. Listen,